How's it going, guys? Josh or Miho here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an EP review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new EP from the band Ephel Duath entitled Of Death and Cosmos. This is released on Agonia Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Padua, Italy, and this is a band that really takes full advantage of their avant-garde style of sound. Not only do they imply elements of avant-garde into their sound, but really they bring together elements of death metal, progressive rock, progressive metal, post-rock, some jazz fused in between the music. It's just very, very interesting and creative. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't too familiar with this band until earlier on in the year. I heard about an EP coming out from this band. Um, I understand that the guitar player really is the sole founding member of this band right now, but it's who is involved with this EP that really garnered my interest. Um, you have people like Steve DiGiorgio, who played bass for bands like Sadus and Death. He plays bass on this EP. Marco Miniman, who used to be a drummer for bands like Illogicist, Creator, and Necrophagist, he plays the drums here. And if I'm not mistaken, he played drums on the most recent Ephel Duath LP. And the vocalist, who, if I'm not mistaken, is married to the guitar player David, is Karen Crisis, whom, if you remember from the mid 90s to early 2000s, she was involved with a band called Crisis, band named after her. And really, she is a trailblazer for the way women are in metal, from both a musical, vocal, and visual standpoint. She really is a genius in more ways than one. So really, that really garnered my interest in this EP and wanting to know what it's all about. This band has put out 6 full-length albums between 2000 to 2009, so they've been very, very active. But we get to On Death and Cosmos. This is their first EP. It's only 3 tracks, and it runs about 19 minutes in length, so you're going to get about 3 6-minute songs. But really, each song on here takes full advantage of what the concept and ideas are, and really it delivers something very, very enjoyable and very listenable. It's different, and I admire this EP for being different. Guitar wise, the guitars sound really, really awesome here. I'm loving the way that the riffs are very, very sneaky in a way, because you have your heavy guitar riffs, but you also have your more calmer, mellower, progressive moments. Just the way the chords are delivered, just the way the riffs and leads are delivered, they just sound really, really good. Very complex, very creative. Bass-wise, it's a good solid bass tone, your usual Steve DiGiorgio bass tone. It isn't loud enough to where you feel distracted by it, but really it flows in nicely with the guitar work going on here. It sounds good. The drums are really the major highlight for me on this EP, because you have the drum shift from your normal progressive sound to a more jazzier element, like on the track Rakia. The first couple of minutes of the song sounds like you're listening to basically a jazz record. And it kind of takes me back to earlier this year when I listened to the band Warmorobros, that Come the Thaw album. It had that heavy, heavy jazz influence. And with the drums on this EP, the jazz influence is just very, very much there. And it sounds really, really good. Very, very groovy, very mystifying in a way. I love the way the drums sound on this. And we get to the vocals. Karen Crisis is a really awesome vocalist. I love the way she delivers her vocals on this release. Very, very understandable, very rugged, throaty kind of growls, very mid-range to her more raspier kind of highs. There are moments on this EP where it seems as though the vocals do begin to layer a little bit. Her mid-range growls to her high growls, they blend together. I honestly would have liked to have heard more separate vocals as opposed to some vocals being layered together. But really, that's just a small minor complaint. That's just me. Nothing against her vocals or anything like that. I just would have liked to have heard more of her own vocals by themselves, not layered together too much. But really, her vocals are awesome. I love what I hear. So overall, this EP gives me a great impression as to what is going to be next. I would assume a full length is going to be made. And if so, I'm going to be anxiously anticipating it. I look forward to what the next step from this band is going to be. This EP is currently streaming on metalsucks.net. I'm going to leave you a link in the description box so you can give it a listen and hear for yourself and be your own judge. It's supposed to come out next week overseas, and it will not be in the United States until August. If you want to, you can order it from the label's website if you don't mind paying the cost of euros to purchase it. I know it's available in a CD and a 10-inch LP format, black vinyl, and I think there's a red kind of a splatter vinyl color. This will be very interesting to have, and this is really one of the most interesting things I've heard so far in 2012, so it's something different, but I definitely say give it a shot, give it a try. If you like it, enjoy it. If not, move along to something else. So again, the EP is Of Death and Cosmos by Ephel Duath. This is released on Agonia Records, and this gets an 8 out of 10. Very, very solid stuff. It only makes me wonder what the next step is going to be. So check out this band, check out this EP. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.